Yes, welcome back to Sin 1700 with Frazer, Maria and Sarah. We are back now with Baz Kaybee. Want to jump straight into a question?
Let's go.
So, how did you gravitate to music as a rapper?
Music, it was funny because I've always been obsessed with music, but specifically like pop music. Hip-hop wasn't necessarily something that I was into. And then I guess I'm just always just sort of tied to a good story. And so a lot of the early stuff that I started to listen to was a lot of Tupac, Lupe Fiasco, where it's very like, there's this whole story in this 3.5, 4 minute song. I found that really, really interesting. And I used to be on Tumblr a lot and used to just read about what other people used to post. And I was sort of like, oh, I could like write about my own stories and make them rhyme. But I wasn't necessarily thinking that I was going to rap them. I was sort of thinking, oh, I can sing. And then I figured, oh, I can't really sing. And so then I just got into realizing, oh, no, actually, I can say so much more if I'm using rap as a medium to deliver everything. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened with that.
And Lupe Fiasco is your main inspiration, right?
Yeah, probably my biggest inspiration, my number one in terms of the best rapper ever. Very much because, like I said, I'm not, especially people generally see as hip-hop as a medium that has to be about struggles and your own personal demons, which people do use that in a good way, but he sort of had more concepts where he would just sort of tell these amazing, almost like sci-fi level stories, but it'd still be rapped and still be sung, and it worked, and it just made me think, oh wow, there's so much you can do with this that isn't being done. And so yeah, for me, I think there are people still that if they're familiar with his work, if they hear me, they go, oh yeah, like he's definitely inspired by Lupe. So yeah, no, he's definitely probably my biggest inspiration in anything. So yeah.
Now, Baz, I've heard that Marathon's going to be your last release for a while.
Yes.
Because you're working on a big project.
Yes.
Can you tell us anything about this big project?
I can say a little bit. So essentially, like I said, all my stuff up until this point tends to be quite introspective and about myself and that sort of stuff. And I sort of got to a point where I realized, oh, I'm kind of oversharing my personal life a little bit. And so I figured, I should probably, ease up a little bit. And so, like I said, I've started to create a world, create a story that I can have an album that fits within that. So that's my big project. I'm taking my time with it because it's taking a lot, and I've never written any stories or anything. So yeah, it's taking me time, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. So
do you know around about when this will be released?
I'm hoping to release it this year.
Yeah.
It's already June, so I'm hoping with the next 6 months. Most of the music side of the work has been completed. It's more just getting visuals, concept art, music videos, and all that sort of stuff is the stuff. So I'm looking for visual artists and digital artists to work with and that sort of stuff. That's the main thing. But the music side is essentially,
That's
done
exciting.
pretty well. Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
So yeah.
And where else can we find you on the socials?
Yep, so I'm on everything, Twitter, Instagram, at Baz Kaybee. All my music is on all streaming services, Spotify, iTunes. iTunes is gone, I think.
Apple Music.
It's going,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Apple
yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
On Apple Music, Bandcamp, all the stuff can be purchased off there. YouTube, Google Play, pretty much everything.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us
That's right,
today.
thank you for having
me. Yeah, everyone check out
Baz
Kaybee.
Kaybee.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have another song coming up next, so we hope you enjoy it.